Life Care Center in Kirkland, the facility believed to be the epicenter of the outbreak in our state, is now facing fines and could lose its contract as a Medicare provider. And this comes out of a federal investigation that claims patients and staff were put in, quote, immediate jeopardy. King 5's Sebastian Robertson has more on what happens next.
That's Russ Rapp in the distance. He's loading his late mother's personal belongings into his pickup truck. Loretta Rapp was a patient at Life Care Center of Kirkland, and according to her family, she contracted the coronavirus and died.
It's tough that she spent the last days in isolation at Providence. Couldn't even see her or anything, so that was tough.
A long-term care facility caught in the middle of a pandemic that now the federal government is saying didn't do enough to stop the spread of the virus. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services and the state's Department of Social and Health Services releasing its findings of a survey conducted on March 16th, claiming in a report that there was, quote, no evidence the facility recognized all possible systemic risks and concerns, adding the facility failed to quickly identify and manage sick residents, saying they continued to admit new patients as recently as February, quote, placing these residents at risk for infection and death. Rapp's mother was one of those patients.
The last thing I told her was, chins up. I'll bring your laundry back as soon as possible. And that's the last I had to say to her. I didn't know, What are you going to do?
The Life Care Center is still operating. They have until September to make the necessary changes, or they could be fined as much as $600,000 and lose both Medicare and Medicaid funding.
Since she passed, I've kind of closed the door on all this stuff here.
The end of Rapp's story. But for the Life Care Center, their story continues to evolve. We did hear from the Life Centers of Kirkland this afternoon. They say that they're working closely with the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, and that they've even made some of the requested changes, but say they do plan to appeal other findings. They wouldn't go into specifics and say they won't be publicly. In Seattle, Sebastian Robertson, King 5 News.